All right, guys, it is January 30th today, and this is my first official shed hunt of the season. I'm actually probably 60 yards from the neighbor's house and maybe 60 yards from the road. And there's the right side, there's the left side. So upon further review, it's actually not Fat Bastard. That's who I thought it was when I saw the beams, but it's a buck that we call No Brows, which is actually our number 2, also a 5.5-year-old deer that we got a lot of trail camera videos of, and I saw him on stand 3 days before I killed Traveler.
That'll get you.
Yeah,
every time.
That'll get you every time. Find number 1 for the day. Looks like a pretty good one. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, damn, another fucking one to add to the possible list this week.
Oh yeah.
Been off for some time.
Look at that split G4.
Nice. Solid.
Dude, that is a serious. You think that's this year, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
140-inch buck.
Nice, fine.
That's really old.
You know who that is? Look at that kicker. Think about it.
That was like the year you shot Hot Wheels, right?
Is that not a hurricane kicker? Right side?
I'd have to look.
Oh boy.
So time for another update. I am at 8 miles on the day and finally have my first antler, and it is the big side to the gimp that we've been looking for. Isaac found his other side a couple days ago, which unfortunately that video got corrupted and not saved, and this is my first hanger as well. It's off the ground, barely off the ground, but it's hanging in that bush. So I got my first hanger, and we now have 6 sheds from the gimp. So we got ourselves quite a collection. All right, guys. I'm here at the zoo, shed hunt with Nick. It's the 18th, February 18th. This is the second time we've been in here kind of looking, and it's not a real attempt, just a quick after work walk. But I happened to glance over, found me a monster. That right there is some serious bone. Shed number 3 of the year. I said I need your opinion before I confirm anything.
What I tell you on
It fits the narrative. It definitely fits the narrative. It's a decent buck.
As light as it feels, that it doesn't even feel like he came out of velvet.
Yeah, because I found some deer that have died in velvet, and their antlers look like that. Like, it's very porous. He hasn't rubbed at all. There's no rubbing going on. His antlers have all the little burrs.
They almost look like foam, like foam, which would fit the narrative because we never got a single picture of
No,
them.
the last one was March with his shed antlers.
I think did we get one of them with
No.
bases?
That was, well, maybe with bases, but we didn't get any of them. Like last year, right over there, like literally probably 100 yards that way, not even 75 yards in that direction, is where we got him in velvet. Not this last 2019, but in 2018, and he was getting smaller. We got him in velvet that one time, and then nothing again throughout the entire 2018 season. And then March 2019, when we were shed hunting, just like a day like today, there was a picture of him limping with that weird back. He had that spine, that weird spine thing.
Yeah.
No antlers. But then we never saw him again. We figured he just died, got hit by a car. But he could have been living in this glove factory back in this swamp, going back and forth, because we're straight shot that way, those open fields. And he just had a small area. And if he died in velvet, that means he died before he got, no, 100.
I thought he had more mass. He's been laying there a while.
I wonder if I'd have to look at the videos. I think he had more mass too.
I don't think he was that tall. Was he?
I hear deer.
I thought he was wider.
I think he had more mass.
Yeah, more mass. But yeah, that's not bad. Fine.
Keep your eyes open, because that means.
Yeah, they're on top of him. Shoot up.
Yeah, dang, that would have been a really nice shed.
Yeah, get good bases.
That's probably last year. Still got some brown on it.
A year or two.
Yeah.
For sure, Len. Definitely not this year. Unless you drop it in the spring.
Yeah. I see it. I see it. I can already see it. So this is staged, obviously, but I was doing a little walk around lunchtime today. We're working on the farm, and I got sick of doing projects. And I was holding off on posting our first episode of the season because I wanted to find a couple more nice bones. We're still trying to find Fat Bastard. It's March, what is it, 15th or 16th?
16th.
So we've been looking for 2 months and haven't been able to find them. But our best up and coming young deer, because I think he's only a 2.5-year-old, maybe a 3.5-year-old, but he is young. But that's not a bad lunchtime find right there. He won't score very well. Oh man, that's a deep
Jeez.
shed. He won't score a ton, but potential wise, especially if he's a 2.5-year-old, this is a deer that we really have on our radar. And he showed up sparingly. We never had him in velvet. He showed up during the rut. I had him at my house, which is like a mile from here, and we had him on this farm a bunch. In this field is pretty much the only spot. A couple scrapes. But it wasn't too regular, and I hadn't had any pictures of him in a while, since at least January, so wasn't really expecting to find this, considering I know he lives north. But there he is. That's my second one for the day. There's another one back at the shop that I found while burning earlier. So. All right, guys. Another quick update. I'm not going to win any awards for these ones, but got a couple old ones. Match set. All right, guys. Another quick update. After that match set, that gave me a total of 4 on the day. These 3, plus the one I found earlier in the sea field. And I happened to look over, and I can't believe I actually saw it because my eyes are really bad. But I thought I saw tips sticking out like 30 yards away. There's that little guy. So that's 5 on the day and 13 on the year. and I'm kind of in the zone right now, and I don't know if I'm going to leave the woods until I find the ones I want to find, but I feel like they're close, hopefully. What you doing, little buddy?